Hi, my name's Jason, and today I want to give you a brief overview of static electricity, what's behind the science, and some fun experiments that you can do at home to confirm it exists and learn more about it. So, we've all felt static electricity before, right? Maybe it's when you're going down a slide on a hot summer day and you accidentally zaps the next person you touch, or when you can't take off a hot wool sweater because it clings to your shirt. That's all static electricity. And static electricity also has some pretty useful functions too. Your printer uses static electricity to print ink onto the page. There are some static electricity power generators that you can use. And really, it's a very important part of life and you should learn more about it. So that's why today I'm going to introduce you to static electricity. And first, before we do some experiments, let's get into the science. As many of you may know, there are two fundamental types of charges. There's positive charge and there's negative charge. In terms of opposite charges, we know that a positive and a negative, also known as the opposite, attract, while, for example, two negatives would repel. Let's say that the left piece of paper is you, and the right piece of paper is a slide. As you can see, both of these objects start out with balanced charge. That is, there's 3 negatives in you for every 3 positives. And same for the slide. Now, what happens when these two objects rub against each other? Well, the reason why static electricity exists is because some of the negative charge is transferred from you to the slide. Therefore, both sides have a charge imbalance now. You have 3 positives with only 2 negative charges, while the slide has 4 negative charges and only 3 positive charges, giving you a positive charge and giving the slide a negative charge. Later, when you touch the slide again, the negatively charged surface of the slide transfers the charge back to you so that both objects become neutral again. This is the principle of static electricity. Now, let's say that you go down the slide again. Some of your negative charge is transferred to the slide again, making you net positive again, and making the slide net negative again. However, if you do this in real life and then you touch a third person, you might notice that they get shocked too. This is because your friend, who is at a net neutral charge, as you can see here with 1, 2, 3 positives and 1, 2, 3 negative charges, is still relatively more negative than you are because you're at a positive charge. Therefore, because charges want to be balanced, some of the negative charge from your friend will, perhaps not all of it, but some of it, will transfer back to you, so that way the charges remain equal and they're now balanced. Okay, with this simple explanation of static electricity, let's go into some experiments that you can do to prove this for yourself. Okay, so for the first experiment about static electricity, I want to show you how to make a balloon stick to a wall without using any glue or tape. So we have this balloon here, about this size. You want to make sure it's completely dry, and you want to make sure your hair is completely dry too. And basically just choose one side of this balloon, let's say this side, and then rub it against your hair firmly for about 20 seconds. So kind of like this. Okay, so we've rubbed this balloon against my hair, and it should stick to the wall now based on principles of static electricity. So there you go, it's stuck to the wall. Now of course this isn't permanent, but basically what's happened there is the electrons, or the negative charge in my hair, has transferred to this balloon side, and it wants to stick to anything that's less negative or more positive, so stick to this wall right here. And that's the first experiment. I hope this goes well for you. The next experiment I want to show you is similar in characteristic to the last one. It requires the same setup. Basically, you take your green balloon and you rub it against your hair for about 20 seconds. So this time though, instead of being next to a wall, you're going to be close to a sink, and you are going to open the water really gently, so it's like a thin stream of water that's coming out of the faucet. And using the side of the balloon that you just rubbed against your hair, you can, if you hold it really close to the water, you can see that the water starts to bend towards the balloon. Hopefully this picks it up. And that is your second experiment. Now, what just happened in those two experiments was that when you rubbed the balloon against your hair, like this, some of the negative charge from your hair transferred to the balloon, making the balloon a net negative. Therefore, when something like either the water from your sink or the wall comes close to the balloon, you'll notice that the balloon is more negative than either the water or the wall. So therefore, the balloon will tend to stick to the water or the wall because, as we know, opposites attract. And since this is more negative than this, they will attract. And in that process, transfer some of the charge so that the overall charges are equal. This has 3.5 negatives and 3 positives, and this also has the same. Therefore, the charges are equal. Okay, I hope this helped you understand a little bit more about static electricity. Thanks for watching.